All right, looks like we are just about ready to get underway. It's going to be Eren on the left side, Alex T, then Huffaluffagus versus K-Poke. You'll remember Huffaluffagus, of course, as the runner-up in the Classic Tetris World Championship 2021, finishing second to Dog Playing Tetris. That was the second online year, which I might argue were the most difficult years of Classic Tetris World Championship, CTWC, because truly the entire world was able to play. There were no travel required to play that year. And so you had pretty much anybody in the world that was capable of streaming was eligible and able to play. And of course, the same player, Dog Playing Tetris, won both years. Huffaluffagus, of course, had top 8 finishes and heads up or second place finish that year as well. Up top, 91,000 for Eren. Alex T going to get a Tetris, 94,000. And down the bottom, 72,000 for Huff and 94,000 for K-Poke. Both players down the bottom going to Tetris. Kind of a simul Tetris, same frame. They're Tetris Huffaluffagus, so pretty close, but early here in game number 1 of each side. Alex T, a very exciting young player in the online scene. And a lot of antics there from that Alex T. And of course, you'll see Eren, one of the few kind of tappers. Still tapping. Almost all of the very top flight players have transitioned to rolling as their primary play style. But still super close, both up top and on the bottom. Super clean play so far. Super close up top. Just less than a Tetris separating them up top and down the bottom. Really, just a couple of thousand points. Of course, that rolling technique for the other 3 players. Alex T certainly in the conversation as one of those players who is a pick to potentially win it all. Had a disappointing year last year, maybe an earlier exit than was predicted. But so far, so good in this game. Looking pretty strong. 348 through 68 lines. That's halfway to the transition. So if you double his score right now, you are looking at potentially a 700K transition. But same thing for Eren, who's actually ahead through the same number of lines, basically. So they're just motoring up top. Players do have the same piece sets, of course, in CTWC. So maybe this is a favorable seed for Tetrising, but huge paces up top and pretty decent paces down the bottom as well. You're looking for about 100,000 points per 20 lines is a good tournament pace. Any of these players would take that. Huff gonna skim, single off the right side, get a Tetris down there, 367, 405 K-Poke. Up top, 482 Eren, still with the lead on Alex T. But super clean play so far, both up top and at the bottom. So far up top, Eren with the advantage. The tapper against the roller. It'll be interesting to see how far a tapper will get in this tournament. Tetris down the bottom for each player. 461 for Huffaluffagus through 107 lines. 475 for K-Poke. Huge paces on all 4 of our boards. Players playing extremely well. And really no major snarls so far for any of these players. Just very consistent play. Alex going to burn away sort of a gap in the middle of the stack there. And Eren at 621 through 115 lines. 15 lines to go. You can get 4 more Tetrises out of that with perfect play. Gonna have to take a skim though. Huff with a hole in the stack. And Tetris for K-Poke into 19 at 595. Huff is in at 545. Eren, he's going to Tetris in at 693. Huge pace, but Alex not that much further behind him. I mean, he's not all that far behind him at all. So Tetris Alex T 675 into 19. These are huge paces. I mean, that's got to be in some of the top transition paces ever. Both of them up top, so probably very favorable pieces. Eren having trouble. That left side is inaccessible. He's going to top out, and Alex T is good. GG's for Alex T. He's going to take game number 1, and down the bottom, Huffaluffagus is going to top out. So a huge pace kind of evaporated for Huff. Ended up topping out. K-Poke is going to take that one down the bottom. So Alex up 1 game to none. K-Poke up 1 game to none. And here is game 2 underway. And I mean, those were huge paces in that game 1. And you kind of thought, oh, well, these are gonna go somewhere. I mean, these could be 1.2s, 1.3s even before the 29 transition. Of course, we do have this year, first time in CTWC, the level 39 super kill screen. So there's a level 18 start, 130 lines of that, and then 100 lines of level 19 speed, and then just 100 lines of level 29 speed before there is a basically unsurvivable speed increase at level 39. So yeah, huge paces. I really thought those games were gonna be like, oh my god, these are all gonna be record-setting games, but it's kind of early top outs. Eren, of course, with the tapper, just kind of as the tapper getting maybe a little bit too high to be able to handle it. And then Huff climbing the board. His pace kind of evaporated. And K-Poke had a big, huge lead when he topped out. But we are now underway in game 2. You'll see, of course, our Tetris counter that flashes, kind of alternates between the difference in score between these players as expressed in the number of Tetrises at the current level. And then, of course, the larger numbers kind of alternating in as the score difference. So Huffaluffagus early on has about a 4 Tetris lead. Yeah, 4 1/4 Tetrises to be exact. 4 1/4 Tetris lead over K-Poke. And up top there is still within about a Tetris of each other. Early on here in game 2. Huff, another one of those players who's kind of on the kind of short list of players who can who's kind of favored to take it all. Game Scout with a great video just before, released on YouTube just before the event, going over all the stats from the online scene in the previous year and making sort of predictions and short lists of players and their chances. So if you can go find Game Scout's video, A Game Scout, on YouTube. That's a great video. As are all his videos, really, to be honest. Is he listening? All right. Just want to make sure he heard that I said that. 337 for Alex T. 292 Eren. So Alex up about a Tetris or 2, basically the same number of lines. And Huffaluffagus up by Just about 2 Tetrises over K-Poke. You know, online I was always saying K-Poke, but I've been told that it is K-Poke. Long bar over for Alex T, 408. 410 for Eren. He's getting up a little bit high on that board. That left side would have been tough for K-Poke if he didn't have that Tetris well open, but thankfully able to get a quick long bar, bring that stack down. Huff holding out here for that long bar. And there it is, gets a Tetris. 358, Huff up by 3 Tetrises. K-Poke with a little bit of work to do to kind of uncover all that mess. Get back to scoring. Up top, they're just humming along. Another good pace game for both players. Okay, you want about 100,000 points per 20 lines. So through about 100 lines, you'd love to be somewhere around 500K, and that gives you a great chance at a big 600K plus transition. So trending toward that up top. A little bit less down the bottom. Now the players do not at the top do not have the same pieces as the players at the bottom, but they have the same pieces as their opponent, of course. So I think in that first one with those huge paces, first game, you just ended up with 2 great piece sets for these players. But yeah, I mean, up top again, Alex threatening another 600K plus transition. I don't think Eren would be able to do that at this point with just 7 lines to go.
Huff's lead's a little more than slight, but and Confusing Pokey does have a bit of a bad board. But he'll get it down quick. He's a very efficient player. And he's a Minnesotan, which means something to me because I'm a Minnesotan. Oh, yeah, it is. It's Vandy and Ben. All that clapping you hear is, of course, from the other stream, which
no one's clapping.
They tied it up.
Performance over here, Ben. But all right, so down the bottom, we are approaching level 19, just about 10 lines away. Fairly low paces here for this game.
Yeah.
Up top, these are like more typical tournament paces. The previous game was, I mean, crazy high 600s.
Crazy high.
But I guess still possible for Alex T. I mean, he's still 9 lines, 3 Tetrises available before the 19 transition.
Yeah. That could still be a 600 game. I'm just very impressed. I continue to be very impressed that Eren is bringing the tap play style into the future.
Yeah.
So I really like that.
3, 2, 1, Tetris.
That doesn't mean I'm officially rooting for anybody, but it's cool to see
Well,
tap
I mean,
still
you're
there.
kind of a celebrity commentator, so I think you're allowed to have preferences.
Oh, do I get to have preferences?
I
Well,
have to be more objective. And Eren,
Oh,
gonna
no!
top out 563.
That's a tough loss right there.
So Alex, he's gonna go up 2 games to none over Eren.
You know what's funny is that people refer to a Mullen as continuing on in the game.
Yeah.
But an actual Mullen game is just like that. I get
Like
to
a real-
transition and die immediately.
Yeah,
That's a Mullen.
The Mullen family credo is like, oh, we lost again.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. On the
right.
bottom here, we have a real interesting game. Huff is up, but Pokey is playing well. This could be a good one.
Yeah, I mean, we're here into level 22. 608 Hufflepuffus. Again, lower paces here than we would expect. But a lot of that can come down to, hey, they're getting the same piece sets. So generally, when you see them both kind of low, it's not the players, it's the pieces.
That's right. It's probably just a game with not that many long bars.
All right, they're getting underway up
They're
top.
coming back now. And here we go on top.
Down the bottom here, about 80,000 point lead for Hufflepuffus. It's about 3 Tetrises at this level. Pokey's board getting kind of dangerous. Gets a long bar down though.
Pokey looks a little dangerous, but he's got it. He's got it. He would really, that's a great timing on that long bar. That's going to help him a lot.
Yeah, chat pointing out that there was a 60-piece drought earlier.
Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it.
That's a Buko level drought there. All right, long bar down poke for 684. Huff 737.
That affected the pace of these monster players. It would have affected me in that I would just be dead.
Yeah.
60 is one of the higher ones I've even heard
kind of a
of.
misdrop in the middle of the board here for Huffaluffagus. That's going to create a little bit of a hole. It's going to go to work uncovering that.
Oh, that's a not perfect pieces to get rid of it either.
No, that gives K-Poke an opportunity to crawl back in here and actually, now take the lead with that Tetris.
Oh, incredible. Incredible.
On the contrary, I think it's credible.
And so if I get to pick favorites because I'm a whatever guy, I'm going Pokey because he's a Minnesota guy.
Oh.
But I like Huff too, so I don't even know.
Yeah, he's got the hair advantage.
He's got the hair.
But K-Poke really dressed appropriately for Minnesota weather.
He really, that bomber hat really says it all.
All right, into 29, K-Poke here at 869,
Okay.
that left side. Okay, he's going to take that down with a triple. And this is where it gets fast here. Huffaluffagus now into 29 at 868.
Ooh.
Just about 13,000 point difference here.
Very, very
That left
close.
side for K-Poke. Oh, he's going to chop that down with an L piece.
Oh, he needs a long bar soon.
Yeah, opening it up again.
That's
going to cut it off.
tough.
So Huff is a 7,000 point chase down here.
Huff just needs a few more points.
And there's a triple, and Huff's going to take
Huff is
game number
taking
2 and
game
tie it
two.
up.
Really nice. It's good to see that it's tied up. I like a close match.
All right, Huff going for the Mullen.
Oh, he's going for the Mullen. See, now we can see both Mullen games in rapid succession, dying at transition and continuing to play on.
Yeah, that's it.
A beautiful thing.
It's kind of unfortunate that was given your name, because I don't feel like in that moment you were being egged on, really, through social pressure to continue to do that. And I feel like your natural inclination was to top out in deference to your opponent.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and I just top out naturally all the time anyway.
Yeah. So
I'm happy that I'm mentioned in any way.
Yeah, because I have seen that, in the popular media, to the extent that they cover this, they say, oh, he rudely continued to play while his opponent was still.
This is why you got to never read anything about yourself. Harry gives me enough crap already. We got a problem with Thatch up top.
Yeah. Oh, no, Alex. Kind of scrambling here.
He's scrambling big time.
That L to the left.
He's getting it back down. He is getting it back down. Alex Thatch with the
He's going to open this up. He's
Look
open for
at
dirty
that.
Tetris. And Alex cheering, throwing his hands in the air.
That's got to be one of the most incredible solves.
Wow. So Alex
What
with
a
an
deal.
open well. They're staying in it.
That is why Alex Thatch is who Alex Thatch is. Unbelievable.
Yeah, you bet. One of the early favorites here. Folks picking him as their horse to go all the way. You can see why.
That is incredible.
Yeah, a true when you think it was over moment.
When you think it's over.
That's right.
That did allow Eren to get a lead because there was so much burning that had to happen. Oh, but now Eren is misdropped.
Yeah, so we'll see how long this is going to take Eric to get out of this. I mean, it should clear down fairly efficiently.
It'll be very quick. All right. So the bottom is barely worth mentioning, but I'm going to mention it anyway.
Yeah,
They're playing as well.
Yeah,
And that's all I'll say about it
Yeah,
for
they're
now.
here. It's 1-1. What was once a best of 5, Ben? Now a best of 3. in
Now a
effect.
best of 3, yeah. Just makes it like the old days.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so Eren is back to having a clean board. Alex continuing to try to add Tetrises here, and he's going to get one. And we're approaching level 19, Ben, where the speed will increase by 50%.
That's quite the percentage.
Yeah, if you were going 60 miles an hour now,
You're
you'll soon be
going
going 90.
That's that's significant.
Yeah, that's pretty fast.
And that is why I always die. Is Ben commenting because of the K-Poke Minnesota connection?
That's it. As soon as
No,
K-Poke's
I'm
off the
just
screen,
commenting
Ben's
because
gone.
somebody's got to comment. And I have a great voice.
Yeah, you really do.
Like butter.
Ben with a dismal performance in the Legends tournament last night, but a great performance on the mic. The crowd favored. He was great.
It was a It was a rough performance. That is true. But that's what you get for not practicing. So that's a lesson to all of you.
Yeah, into 19, Eren at 527, now 551. Alex right on his heels. And
oh, yeah, Alex cracked dig. They've already clipped it,
They've
which
already-
is the right
wow.
thing to do.
it's already viral. It's already got 3 million views on Twitter.
And it's worked it. But now Eren has problems,
TikTok.
real problems.
Yeah, he sure does.
So I think this might...
No, he can.
It
he can
could
still-
happen.
He needs to access. Oh no, that long bar does not spin.
That's going to end
So,
it.
no, and well,
There's
not quite.
chase
Alex
down.
still needs to chase down.
All right.
Still 4.
He's got to just burn a couple of lines. Oh. And
Oh no!
not quite.
And one more single will do it for Alex.
Just did anything.
And what is he doing?
There he goes.
He's
There
throwing
goes
for
Alex.
content.
Alex makes it happen.
Oh!
Alex tripped on something. And again, I don't know. This is some kind of joke that the kids play. They fall down. If it were the Legends tournament,
Yeah.
everyone would assume medical emergency, and they would be right. Some enterprising young Tetris player yesterday referred to the Legends tournament as the homeowners tournament, which I felt like, yep, that's about right.
Well, probably the last generation that will be able to afford a home. 469 for Alphalophagus, 377 here for K-Poke.
There's the max out, double max out right
So,
here. 1,022,000, 1,039.
Scooty opting to keep the left well. Okay, no, it doesn't well transfer to the right.
they're
Right.
both dialed in, and they're both very close.
Yeah, about a 4 Tetris
Four
lead here.
Four Tetris isn't nothing, but it's a lot of game ahead
Oh
still.
my gosh!
Scooty put a lot of weight onto the right
So
side.
many S's, and now Miles was able to find every place for that S. Oh my gosh, able to get the square over to the left.
Wow, wow.
All right, we're approaching the level 19 transition here for both of our players.
Yeah.
Almost a tie right there. Both players now still trying to
All right,
get
he's-
square position. Blue Scooty just having to do some burns. Miles trying to get
Pokey had a little bit of an awkward board, still does, but now it's completely serene.
And boom, Tetris.
And boom, Tetris.
There it is.
Miles is in trouble.
And another one.
He's pulling back up. They're a little closer now, and they are very close to transition.
Yeah, 609, big transition pace here for Alphalophagus. Possibly 2 more Tetrises available. K-Poke is in at 542.
Yeah, a good transition score, very solid.
Oh!
But
Oh, what the pole?
Wow.
but a 630 something transition is very solid.
Scooty's going to top it at 1,067,000.
650 transition.
Fighting for
Incredible.
tournament life here.
Has to get it. An adjustment. Oh, all right, dependency.
All right. Alphalophagus in at
So-
657. Another big transition
Just a
pace.
monster transition. And Miles on the other screen. My God. And we are, both of our players still just perfect stacks.
What a clutch.
It's going to be an incredible finish. I can feel it on this game. If we get 2 more incredible finishes, we might be seeing a decider. Too early to even say it.
I think that
Yeah.
actually,
But-
you know, Cinderwells, they say that it's
Nothing more exciting than a
feel it.
decider.
when you're up that high,
Nothing's
you have
more
to
exciting.
decide.
No, in life at all.
Exact
All
number
right.
of
Huff here
Tetris.
sacking out level 21,766. About a 3 Tetris lead here for Huffaluffagus. Tetris for K-Poke.
K-Poke at this moment's shirt matches the level. Oh, not anymore.
Wow.
As soon as you say something as a commentator, it's no longer true.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the commentators curse. The true commentators curse.
Yeah, all right. K-Poke getting high on that board, looking for the bar. And, gets a bar, but one piece
we
away.
got-
There's another one, Tetris.
Oh boy, we were almost in a hurt situation. But very nice flat burn in there.
Oh, you love those flat burns.
You gotta love a good flat burn. So we gotta dial up the aggression here a little
Oh.
bit for confusing, because
Make a run here.
Yeah, we're starting.
he needs He needs some points.
Now you'll see the score, the line difference too here. So Huff is way behind in
Huff
lines.
is way behind and up, so it is a pretty big score difference. So we're gonna need some aggression.
Yeah, you'll see flash the runway stat here, which will tell you basically what the scoring potential is for each player at each milestone transition.
Yeah, I mean, definitely ready with the sets.
All right, K-Poke building one row off the bottom here. And that's pretty close to the 29 transition, so we'll be looking for a way to burn that away, and he's doing that just now.
There he gets it. So I'm expecting in this game to see a lot of post-transition play, or post-kill screen play, rather.
Yeah, the Ben Mullen kill screen, not that these players.
Ben Mullen kill screen is level 16.
All right, Tetris down for K-Poke. Huff's got the max out on the left side, and now K-Poke with the max out.
Two max outs. That used to be a real big deal. So we'll just say it aloud.
Yeah, we'll just, note it and move on.
Yeah.
1.1 here for Huff.
Okay, and we have some kill screen play now from Confusing Pokey, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, double 1.1s here. Huff going to take a Tetris. These players are not that far apart. Huff now with the 1.2 and still has not transitioned.
Incredible
to
score.
level 29.
Incredible.
Huge.
That's a gigantic score right now. He's transitioned at
1.23.
A little bit of a suffer thing there.
Yeah, and as impressive as it is, you still got to survive and you got to outscore your opponent here.
He's making good decisions, but he's got to get this stuff over. He resolves that, gets that down. He just needs to resolve one more hole.
All right, Huff trying to bring this out.
Looking good, looking good. He's
there
back
you go.
to.
See if he's going to build here for Tetris. No, he's going to take the triple. I think smartly.
Triple. He's up in score, so he should be. He's not up by that much, but he is up.
Yeah, and he's got lines in hand if we do get to level 39.
Yeah.
But you got to get there for that to matter.
Every slight misdrop that Pokey makes will cost him now, because he only has so much runway left.
And K-Poke with the 1.2. So double 1.2s. Huff knocking on the door of 1.3. That is rare Pokemon indeed.
Double 1.3.
And Huff setting up for a center well and gets it. There's a center well Tetris 1.3. And he's setting up for another one up. He's almost got the 1.4. Poke's board is breaking down. I don't know what he can do.
Oh, he's in trouble.
And no, K-Poke got a top out. Huff with the 1.4. Let's see if he mullins it out.
Incredible.
It does feel weird to say mulling it out with you next to me, but there it is. Huff going to go up 2-1.
Huff. That was a powerful game all the way through. K-Poke did do an incredible job on 29 specifically, though.
Oh, yeah,
just
bet.
Really took the fight to him. But the lead just proved to be too much.
Well, yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do against a 1.4, Ben?
Yeah. I can't get 1.4 in 2 games.
You're barely getting 0.4 in 2 games.
That's right.
Last night in the Legends.
Last night, I think I got 240,000
Oh,
in 2
no.
games.
Early misdrop
Okay,
here or series of misdrops for K-Poke.
But he has made the negative shape of an Asteroids game thing. Now it's gone.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll have to look at that afterwards.
Oh, no, Space Invaders. It's like
Space
a
Invaders.
gun that shoots.
Oh, right. That's correct.
Yeah.
All right, Poke going into K-Poke, Poke, I don't know what to call him.
Someone said I switched to this channel because Sharky's over-commentating. Well, get ready for some under-commentating, because sometimes I forget to look at the games.
Yeah, it's very difficult, wandering attention here, Ben Mullen, but we're doing our best.
Speaking of saying things that don't matter, I had started giving advice about Tetris, and I wanted to go from A to Z throughout the day. But nobody could hear us at the beginning. So here's my first piece of advice. It's A through C. Always be closing. And that's what Huff did that last game, and so did Confusing Pokey.
Wow.
Wait, who just advanced? Scooty?
Scooty, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, don't listen to us if you don't want spoilers.
Sorry, I shouldn't commentate for the other side.
No, for sure.
But that was an interesting finish. Mullen and Vandy, you guys are doing just perfect. See, people like us. You know what? I've always said about me and Vandy that we are the essence of perfection, really, when it comes to commentary.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think we're probably the best in the game. I think.
Yeah.
No one better.
Okay, so just back to the game here a little bit. We got a little bit of a suffer situation for Pokey because there's a lot to fix here.
Yeah, 45 lines, 59,000 points.
Yeah, so we already have a 6 Tetris deficit, and there's just so much to fix.
Oh no, another misdrop.
It's a tough situation. I know he can get this down, but even when he does, it's going to be he's got a big hole to climb out of.
Yeah, I mean, you're just through 50 lines, 170,000
Huff
points.
has a big hole to shove long bars down, so
Yeah.
they both got big holes.
All right, Ben. Great. Yeah, PG-13 here, Ben.
Wells, they've got deep.
There are families listening here, Ben,
God,
maybe including your own.
Okay.
All right, Poke. I mean, really,
Pokey's it's a suffer situation. He's doing an incredible job of it. And there is the dirtiest of
There it is,
Tetrises
dirty.
all day long.
Well, maybe that'll give him the momentum here to sort of figure this
That's
out.
the momentum he needs.
Welcome back to day number 3 at Portland Retro Gaming Expo 2020.
There's just PAs everywhere. I mean, they're just above us, next to us.
If you're not getting talked over by Sharky, it's by this, and if it's not by this, it's by me. So, you're just screwed no matter what.
All right, K-Poke with almost a clean board now.
Almost.
He still has a gap there,
gosh,
but oh no,
this is
kind of a
dangerous.
spire. Okay.
that was
Oh
it.
no!
Oh! But he's still alive. That gameplay was inspiring.
Yeah. I get it. It was good. But we'll see. All right, what Poke's able to do here. Still not Tetris ready.
It is a 10 Tetris deficit now, which is all the worse.
Yeah, 150,000
But
points through 98. That is one of the worst suffer games I've ever seen.
I root for the underdog and I root for Minnesota, so I'm completely in the bag for Pokey at this moment. But it's a tough situation. It is.
Yeah, Poke finally set up.
He's
for
got a
Tetris
well. He's got a
here.
well. He's one up from the top or the bottom, but he got a well.
And really not the best
Tetris,
score.
okay.
Really not the best score for Hufflepuffus through this point either.
It's
so
incredible. It's just,
seems like a rough set of pieces.
But it's been just such a suffer game that he still has that big lead. And it's such a mean game because right back into suffer a little bit here.
Yeah, right after a 1.4 to 1.2 to this.
Yeah.
I mean, game is brutal even when the pieces are the same. All right, still not drilled back down to the bottom.
Still not down there.
And you'll see K-Poke, his runway, 299 is
The
his
best
highest.
transition he could get is a 299, yeah.
Get this board under control now. Okay.
I've played Confusing Pokey 2 times in tournaments, and they were live tournaments in Minnesota, but it was before he was a roller. So I actually won, but
You did.
yeah, it's kind of fun to have a winning record against someone who's so much better than you objectively now. So I kind of never want to play him again so I don't lose.
Yeah, no, I think that's advisable. All right, Tetris here for Hufflepuffus. He's into level 19, 570 here. K-Poke in at 312. Now, there's still a lot of Tetris to be played, and most valuable Tetrises are deep into before level 39, which are worth 40-something thousand points. So a lot of this can be made up if there's a deep kill screen run.
Yeah, especially if something were to go wrong for Huff, the chase down could easily happen. But there's a lot of game left to play.
More consistent as it progresses. So will that continue through the day? We shall see.
The next thing that we'll see here on CT1 will be Doge versus Andy and SV
All right.
versus Dog.
We unfortunately continue the suffer. It's just sometimes the game and you just don't mesh.
Yeah. And you wonder how much when you're back this far, which is now 275,000 points, and now 300,
You start relying on just something to go wrong for the other guy in a chase down.
Yeah, but you also think, oh, I've got to be super efficient. I've got to down stack 100% with Tetris is where you no, that left side
covers the well.
Now rolling can get something over there, but this is going to be really tough.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a triple. I mean, it does have to be. Oh no, misdrops here. This could be the death spiral for K-Poke.
This could be getting close.
And it is.
That's it. But I'll tell you what, K-Poke had a hell of a run. An incredible player.
Huffaluffagus will get the heart and will be moving on. GG's to both our players, Ben.
I mean, making top 16 alone is like incredible.
Yeah, no, I mean,
got there and he had a 1 point whatever in it in the second game, like just gigantic. Or the first, I don't know.
Yeah, well, look, your name's right up there on. Look at that, you're famous.
Oh wow, see? I keep my name relevant.
Yeah.
By becoming a meme and becoming a commentator.
Hello everyone, I'm your favorite underwater host Sharky. Want to say thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy the match, then leave a like. Comment down what was your favorite moment. And of course, if you want to stay up to date on all things CTWC 2023 and beyond, make sure you subscribe with notifications so you never miss out on another upload. Now, of course, it's the end of the video, so it's time for another lore drop. And really, I want to talk about these two players and kind of the varying situations that they found in. The two players, of course, that advanced from this video have been Huff and Alex T. Now, I want to focus on Alex T. Alex T, incredible strong player, made it to top 8 in his second year of participating in CTWC, and now he has to go up against Sidnev. Now, normally, this would be like, oh, got to go up against the #1 seed. All right, and then that's it. But no. Alex T played Sidnev back in 2022 in the around the top 16 and got swept. And a lot of people attributed that to Alex T being nervous. It was his first time on the big stage, especially with how intense the environment is. And if you have a chance to make it out to a CTWC or a CTWC event, I extremely recommend it. But back on topic, a lot of people attributed Alex T, crumbling under the pressure. Now, this is 2023, he has the highest score underneath the current rule set, which is 39 super kill screen, at 1.8 million he achieved earlier this year in a Classic Tetris Gauntlet match. Now, this is his chance at redemption. He has made it to top 8, so he's already progressed past where he got last year, but he's facing up against that same roadblock that stopped him from progressing last year. That roadblock being the #1 seed for this year's tournament, Sidnev. So the question is, will Alex T be able to have redemption for that match last year? Or is Sidnev going to continue having an excellent tournament? That's something that we'll have to find out when we get in the top 8. Now I want to touch upon Huff, because Huff kind of finds himself in a different position. It's not a position of redemption. It's more just so how far can he make it? Because I've mentioned this time and time again, anytime I have these like post-match lore drops, since that's what people in the premieres have been calling it now. Anytime I talk about Huff, I will really want to stress that ever since CTWC 2020, he has been consistently top 8 at the very least. In 2020, he was top 4. In 2021, he was a finalist. In 2022, he's top 8. And this year, he's top 8 again. And the only thing that stands him in the way from getting the top 4 again is a CTWC rookie by the name of Blue Scooty, who, as we saw in the game up against Miles, and if you haven't watched that, I also recommend you watch this. Some crazy stuff that happened in that. But as we saw from Blue Scooty in this game up against Miles, he had a phenomenal showing, and he's on fire. So now we have the consistent CTWC player in Huff, and now this 13-year-old rookie that is looking to make a impressive tournament run for his first year ever attending a CTWC. Of course, we'll have to see how both of these matches, Sidnev versus Alex T and Huff versus Blue Scooty, play out once we get to top 8. But that's going to do it for today's video. Once again, I'm your favorite underwater host Sharky, and I'll see you in the next match of CTWC 2023.